Holders of XRP, it is my sincere wish that you enjoy a fantastic Wednesday and that you will return to the crypto channel. Geographical location is irrelevant. Clearly, a lot happened today. Although Jerome Powell was scheduled to address the potential for a rate drop during the Federal Open Market Committee meeting, he chose not to do so. Discussion. In addition, you should know that the market is responding in an interesting way, which we will certainly address. Now is the time to talk about XRP and discover the truth about the price and its future prospects. Here we can see that the price of XRP is $2.13. Queen prices, however, are beginning to turn a profit again when the market overall is considered, and there has been a small decline in pricing. Actually, what's happening, but before we get into it, you should be aware that XRP is experiencing a small decline in price at the moment, sitting at $125 billion, 0 cents in market capitalization, and $2.13 in sales. When compared to the previous day, Bitcoin's, I would want to stress that the content of this podcast in no way serves as financial advice. Like any other investment, you should do your own research on cryptocurrencies before putting any money into it. It has concluded. Maintaining the existing interest rates is the discretion of the Federal Reserve. Lots of individuals are disappointed with this. Many individuals are furious. What is happening right now is not hidden from you. When do you think the rate will start to go down? The general public tends to think that America and Canada are really comparable. Another reason Canadians are attracting American attention is the country's historically low interest rates on several times. People are saying stuff like, I bet you don't realize how big this is, but I'm still wondering why it isn't happening in the US. So I guess that's something all you Canadians can connect to. Everyone who enjoys rate cuts is ecstatic to see one after such a lengthy period. Improve the way users are guided. You won't have any trouble seeing this for yourself. Would it be feasible for movements and other huge corporations to get a consensus on this? In all likelihood, they will start using tokenization for all upcoming financial goods and services while keeping the current infrastructure running for quite some time. Thousands of asset managers and real estate investors are in this same jam right now. Tokenization will also occur in the same way as with other non-real estate related fund assets. The reason being that buyers are left with no other choice. At this very moment, private lenders and banks have trillions of dollars lying around doing nothing. The general public would prefer a reduction in interest rates and enhancement of the banking app's usability and the introduction of new home banking services. When tokenization is widely used for real estate management, the potential outcomes are practically boundless. Furthermore, tokenization of air rights will still be implemented in this scenario. Looking ahead, at the same time, looking back at what has happened with tokenization over the last decade reveals that it was far from where it is now. This is the main reason why I think this theory holds water. For the purpose of illustration, I would use the last 3 years. The last 10 years, not even close. The things that have beforehand occurred, preventing themselves, their relatives, and coworkers from benefiting from stable currencies and meme coins. This is something that we are aware of. Many people were curious by the introduction of the Trump coin and the Millennium coin, which led to the issuance of coins by other famous people about the same time. The whole thing is about famous people and nothing else on a broad scale. Famous people are the only ones it mentions. If this happens with famous people next, what are the odds? The events surrounding the Trump coin were indeed visible to us. Everything that happened with Millennium coin is known to us. The reason why many people are is because certain people made a lot of money, stressed over it. Also, it's clear that some people are making wild claims about how wealthy their friends and family are. This is the conduct in question. What do you think? Just leave a comment below. However, you should read this first. When volatility drops and the band XRP is squeezed, it will inevitably undergo a significant relocation. I further ask that you review the following Secretary of Finance report. You can be sure that this will happen, though, because you already know that we will, and because we think we should be the best site to buy digital assets. This is precisely the outcome that Trump is aiming for. Yes, he has certainly and succinctly conveyed it, but before we get into it, let's examine what's happening on that lets you see the future of digital assets. Even though there has been no change to interest rates, the market has grown. Why is this happening? The market is likely to respond negatively to your moves, so bear that in mind when you do that. To be more specific, if that is the overall market sentiment, whales will be seen entering the market and behaving in a completely different way. From what I can tell, this has already transpired. Many may counter by pointing out that you have mentioned the price would drop due to the rate decrease and that prices could rise again if the cut doesn't take place. Imagine for a second that I told you that the event had taken place. It would be wise for you to review the market's actions from the start of the week. Nevertheless, the market's actions leading up to the FOMC meeting were: knowing where the Bitcoin network's power is located should be your first order of business if you're interested in Bitcoin today. Yesterday, I was clueless. As previously stated, the level of dominance did not rise to 65.5% until 2021. Again, you are cognizant of the fact that, yes, like before, it's climbing, is increasing in value.